Prime Agent is an open-source coding and research agent designed for general and long-running work. It revolves around two core ideas. First, the recursive language model treats everything in the conversation as variables, so the prompt is like a variable and tools, including other sub-agents, are called like functions inside a persistent REPL. Second, the continual harness stores supplemental prompts, memories, skill descriptions, and reusable sub-agent specifications. It keeps this durable state so the agent can improve itself through small, evidence-backed updates that are local to the session by default. A persistent Python control environment and durable harness state mean that useful context and patterns can survive beyond a single chat window. Everything in Prime Agent is programmatic. Persistent IPython is the built-in tool, and file operations, shell commands, tool use, sub-agents, and context management all happen through code. Sub-agents are built-in. Calling RLM followed by any arguments creates a real child agent that runs concurrently or in the background and returns its results programmatically. The harness can be refined with a simple refine command that reviews the current direction and applies small updates to the supplemental state. It never rewrites the immutable base prompt, and snapshots let you roll back if needed. Skills are executable Python packages, and the built-in skill creator can turn recurring workflows into project or personal skills. Sessions run in the background on a daemon. Daemon-backed agents keep working even if the terminal disconnects, and you can reattach later. Agents can communicate directly, exchanging messages and orchestrating each other without routing everything through you. Long tasks keep advancing because of automatic compaction, persistent goals, heartbeats, schedules, autonomous mode, and preserved sub-agents that maintain progress across turns and terminal sessions. Getting started on Mac OS or Linux is straightforward. First, run curl fssh/app.PrimeIntellect.ai/prime-agent/install.sshsh. The installer downloads a version release, verifies its SHA-256 checksum, installs the PrimeAgent command, and readies a Python runtime for the agent. Then start it in the directory you want it to work in by using cd path to project Prime Agent. When you launch it for the first time, run the login command to choose a subscription or API provider. Prime Agent works in the current directory and can run commands and modify files there, so you might want to use a disposable clone or a clean work tree that you can inspect and restore. Caution: the agent executes model-generated Python and project commands with your user permissions, so it isn't a security sandbox. Review changes carefully and use only trusted repositories, instructions, skills, and extensions. For untrusted code, run it in an external sandbox or restricted environment. Here are some useful commands you can run while Prime Agent is active. Prime Agent agents, browse running, idle, and saved sessions. Prime Agent attach, agent, reattach to a running session. Prime Agent, resume, path or id, resume a saved session. Prime Agent status, inspect background service state. Prime Agent doctor, fix, inspect or repair background services. Prime Agent update, force, update. Prime Agent shutdown, force, stop every agent, worker, and background service. Prime Agent is built specifically for long-running work, especially in research. In the text-based user interface and when running autonomously, you get features like the continual harness, which lets refine persist lessons as supplemental prompts, memories, reusable skill descriptions, or sub-agent specifications, with a recorded refinement history, direct agent-to-agent communication, allowing running agents and retained sub-agents to discover each other, share messages, and steer active work. Daemon-backed continuity, so active sessions, IPython state, schedules, and sub-agents keep running even after you detach the terminal heartbeats and schedules via heartbeat, RLM heartbeat, and the PrimeAgent schedule command, to re-enter a session periodically or at a chosen time. Persistent goals with a goal command that stays active across turns until you complete, pause, or clear it. A bounded autonomous mode controlled by autonomous, which respects configured turn, token, and time budgets and applies user-defined quality gates. For documentation, refer to the Quick Start Guide to install, authenticate, and run a first session. The usage and CLI reference for commands and limits, long-running and background agents for detaching and reattaching, the RLM programming model for persistent IPython, sub-agents, skills, and the trust model, JSON and RPC modes for headless automation and integrations, the skills guide for installing and creating reusable capabilities, provider setup for subscriptions and API keys, the architecture overview for daemon, worker, kernel, and persistence boundaries, and the development guide for building and running from source. Prime Agent's terminal UI and core functionality are built on top of Pi, a lightweight textual interface library. Special thanks to the authors of Pi for their valuable work. Prime Agent is fully open source and released under the MIT license.